for a minute about Onunna Banerjee. Her book came to me before I actually met Onunna. And it took me a couple of days to trawl through the 100 recipes because I had to stop at every stage and look at the most wonderful pictures that go along with each recipe. You know, this is something that always adds to the beauty of a cookbook and the usefulness of a cookbook is when you have these wonderful pictures. And finally, when she arrived on the scene, it was something else. She's as beautiful as the pictures show her on the cover of this book. She's also highly talented. She is a designer, she is a painter, and of course she is a chef, and she is much more. But this unique idea of global cuisine is something I think that all of us always crave for, because I think most of us travel a lot or we go to five-star hotels and we taste some of these things, but somehow there's a secret gnawing desire in all of us that we want to try it ourselves. And this is what Onunna is now making possible by actually bringing these recipes to us in a very, very lucid manner which you can understand. The ingredients are things that don't daunt you. You can actually get them everywhere. And for more on her journey, I'd like to request Onunna to say a few words.
To have braved the Calcutta weather, the office time traffic, and all other odds to be present here with me on my special day, which is very special indeed for me. Thank you all. Now, my food journey. For me, travel is food. When I travel somewhere, it doesn't mean monuments or parks, it means food. So I try out all the local recipes and try and recreate that at home. So while doing that, I found that it would be lovely to have a compilation of all the recipes, all the favorite recipes of the world in one place. How you would like to record your CD and put all your favorite music in one place, something similar. So whenever I would like to cook something, it would be like a recipe, a guidebook or a ready reckoner. But to my surprise, I did not find any. See, internet has all the recipes. Mr. Google knows all the answers. But I did not find a book which has recipes from, say, Taiwan or Philippines or Ethiopia, Nigeria, Latin America, and of course our common Chinese, Thai, French or Italian. So that made me think and pen down this book, Planet Gastronomy, 100 Most Popular Global Recipes. So that's how Planet Gastronomy was born. Did I face challenges? Yes, I did. First challenge was ingredients. When you think of global recipes, one is daunted by the glossy pictures and not so familiar names. But I have made it clear and sure that all the ingredients I have given possible substitutes so that you can cook up any global favorites at your kitchen without any problem. I can cite an example. Say injera bread from Ethiopia. It is made with teff flour. Teff flour is not available anywhere except maybe Ethiopia itself. So I have created a recipe of injera using normal all-purpose flour, cornmeal, and our regular whole wheat flour and yeast. And you can make injera in your kitchen using my recipe, and it is almost similar to the original. Now, another challenge was vegetarian.